I am just going to give it a second, make sure everything works. I hope you guys had a great day. I see things are still happening here. All right, we are live. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday, I think we are. I hope you had an amazing day. I am super excited to be hopping on tonight and talking about this topic. If you are watching live or the replay, say hi. Say hi. Let me know you are here in the comments below. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching on my YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to have you here, and please make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on any of these videos that I upload. So today I am going to talk about a topic I am very passionate about, and I don't think we talk enough about when it comes to health, and that is your romantic relationships and your health. So if you've seen my posts lately, I've done a few on this topic where I discuss how there are a lot of different analogies and a lot of different skills that you use for your health that also apply to your relationships and vice versa. And when you look at them both together, you can see how one can help the other, and it all works perfectly. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to keep some of the mystery, but I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why you want to focus on your relationship when it comes to your health, and also some of the things that you want to really focus on to navigate any kind of curveballs that come your way when it comes to your romantic relationships, because this is definitely something that can make it harder for you to be healthy, right? When something's not going good with your man or your partner or whoever, the love of your life, that's not going to make you want to do the healthy things. And in fact, when we are, having issues in our relationships or arguments or whatnot, often we resort to the unhealthy habits to help us get through it. Okay. When really we want to be doing it the other way around, or actually creating an environment so that doesn't even happen in the first place, right? So I'm going to give you guys a few reasons why we want to focus on this aspect and how your health can help, and you can use the skills and whatnot. And we are going to go through those three things. But make sure to let me know you're here. And if you, throughout this video, at any point, if you feel like someone you know could benefit from this information, please tag them in the comments so they can also watch this and benefit from this information. So the first reason, okay, that you want to consider your romantic relationship when it comes to your health is, like I said earlier, health. Your relationship is often going to be one of your biggest curveballs, right? It's going to be, if you're in a relationship with someone, that's going to be one of the big things that can throw you off your game, okay? So I won't go into too much more detail with that one, but you really want to make this area better so that you can just feel better all around, okay? You also want to focus on this area also because you don't want to create any kind of resentment, okay? Like, you don't want your health to be the reason for an argument. And especially, I'm talking here like next level, right? We're talking next level health here. So obviously, if you exercise regularly or you just make yourself a smoothie in the morning, that's probably not going to cause any kind of resentment. But if you're going full on next level health transformation, okay, there are certain routines that you might have to do or certain changes in your lifestyle that impact the rest of the house, okay? So, and the rest of the people, your relationships, obviously your family and whatnot. So you want to make sure that everyone is good, everyone is happy, okay? So that you can really integrate these next level health habits into your life, okay? So it's important for integration. I'd say that's number 3, okay? Also, another thing that might happen is you might have, your man might be, have different health beliefs or maybe be even unsupportive. All right. So if you can create a better environment in your relationship, in your home or whatnot, you are going to create a better environment and more support for you to keep going on your health habits. And even at the end of the game, at the end of the day, you want to show how the benefits, right? The outcomes of your healthy lifestyle, next level health. The point isn't to get your partner to resent you for it. You want to show what is possible. Okay. It's not about convincing anyone or whatnot. And actually, I should start with that, right? I should say, first of all, I am not a relationship expert. We are going to focus on health and how some of these skills apply to a relationship, but this is not meant to give you any kind of, relationship advice if you've got big things going on, right? These are really I'm going to give you some high level tips that have worked in my circumstances. So I'm sharing in terms of my experience and not out of any kind of fancy qualification. So keep that in mind. Also, secondly, this is not about manipulation, playing games, whatnot. This actually, I'm talking about romantic relationships here, but this has nothing to do with your partner or your man or whoever. This is all about you. These are things you can do for yourself that benefit your relationship as a whole, and of course, benefit your health as a whole. So, number one, the first thing that you want to do to enhance your relationship, to also enhance your health, is look at your communication. So I know this is cliche, and I admit for myself, for a long time, this didn't really resonate with me. I'm like, okay, communication, I talk, we talk about things, but I want you to think about communications more in the sense of listening. Okay, so communications in terms of listening in your relationship will have one of the biggest impacts in making things, whatever's going on, better, even if things are going good, right? To make things even better. And it's the same thing for your health, right? So I talk a lot about listening to your body. Your body talks to you, your health talks to you. It is giving you different signs and symptoms and feelings and pains so that you can address them. So a lot of times it's the same in our relationships too, right? A lot of us, and I know when I reflected and really let this sink in and thought back on it for myself, I saw a lot of times that maybe I wasn't the best listener, right? A lot of times we think we're listening, but actually we're thinking of something else, right? We're trying to think of how we're going to fix it, how we're going to respond, what are we going to do about it? And it's the same thing with our health. A lot of times we'll feel a symptom and right away we feel the need to address it, to cover it up. Of course, there are certain symptoms, circumstances where you need to do something right away, but I'm talking about maybe some of those more subtle things that your body is trying to tell you, right? I feel it's really important for you to listen to that so that you can address the issue and know what to do when it comes to your health journey. So listen in your health, listen in your relationships, and you will notice a big difference. I promise you, okay? If you can really implement this. Just a little bit of a story too. This is something that really hit home to me. I guess more recently as I move forward on my journey is how even in the earlier days where I started going, full on with my health, I thought I was being healthy. I thought I was listening to my body, but I wasn't, because even then, even as I thought I was doing the healthy things, I was realizing that I was just covering up or not listening to my body by using even just natural products, right? I was trying to address just symptoms by using something natural, again, without really listening at the core to see what was going on in my body. So even though you're doing the healthy things and you might think you're, okay, well, I don't need to listen to, I'm listening to my symptoms, or this doesn't apply to me. We even do it with natural health products. We're still covering up things that are happening with natural tools. So I just thought that was really important to throw that in also. So the second thing that you want to do to enhance your relationship, enhance your health and your life, I should say, right? This applies to all sorts of areas. Is number 2, to stop controlling and stop obsessing. So I posted about an example of this recently, how the two go hand in hand, or the two really, there are parallels between the two. Just like in our relationships, often we will obsess and focus and nitpick and try to control certain details. We tend to do that with our health. So we nitpick very precise symptoms, very precise issues that are going on, instead of looking at the bigger picture. And it's the same thing with our relationship. So I noticed for myself too, I would catch myself now. I catch myself really quick, but I had to catch myself for a while, nitpicking. Okay, some dirty socks were left on the floor, instead of being thrown in the hamper. Or, he didn't do this or he didn't do that. If only he did this, I'd be happier in the relationship, or things would go better. And it was the same thing with health, right? Like if only I could For a while there, when I was struggling with anxiety, it was all, okay, if I only could resolve my anxiety. You might be thinking of it more in terms of your digestion or in terms of pain. If only I could address this. But again, there is a much bigger picture. And one of the things too is when you start nitpicking things and controlling and obsessing things, that's one of the ways you can cause resentment in your relationship. And even I say is the same thing with your health, right? So you don't want to control and whatnot your health, because your body at the end of the day, it knows what to do, and it has the power to heal, give you energy and whatnot. And to a certain extent, if you want to have a really successful integrated health journey, you just have to sit back, trust, listen to it, do the things, and that's when you're going to get the results, right? So like I said, I used to try to control and obsess because I thought I would be happier. I used to control and obsess over my health because I thought I would get the results sooner. And then if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't understand why, when really you gotta step back a little bit. Okay, you've got to release some of the attachment and the expectation there. And a lot of times too, guys, I've noticed that if I stop nitpicking certain things will just eventually happen, right? I have to release my expectations that things have to be done a certain way in a certain amount of time. And again, it's the same thing with my health, right? I was obsessing about certain symptoms that should go away in a certain amount of time. And if that didn't happen, well, this whole health thing is useless, right? This can't be healed. It must be genetic, or, I would come up with some sort of rationalization. But really, you got to trust the process, look at the bigger picture, and keep doing it, right? So, number 3 is about focusing on the experience. And I've talked a lot lately about focusing on the experience. And that's been a huge shift for me. Again, in my relationship, in my life, in my health especially, is just the energy around it. So a lot of times, I've said this so many times, we know the healthy things to do, right? We know what we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of times we come to it from a place of deprivation. I have to do this. It feels forced. It doesn't feel good. So the third thing you want to do is really focus on creating a positive experience also in your relationships, right? So how do you feel? Do you feel, and again, this comes back to the resentment maybe on your side, right? Do you feel resentful about stuff? Really notice how you feel. Are you frustrated? Really focus on creating an environment that is a lot more positive, right? And a lot of times too, you don't want to focus so much on, and just like your health, counting on your relationship necessarily to make you happy. You should be happy, and your relationship is there to make you happier, right? And the same thing with your health. Your health is also there to make you healthier, obviously, and also to make you happier also. It's not there to make you feel pressure and deprived and frustrated and to feel like a chore or whatnot, okay? And I think one of the things I had shared in my post a little while back also is about codependency too. So one of the big things I realized too in my relationship was I was needing the other person I was needing my man to feel happy for me to be happy. I was noticing a lot of times, if he was having a hard day at work or something was bothering him, then I would feel that attachment, or I would feel that feeling. I was really dependent. And when I was able to release that and focus on making myself happy, that shifted everything. And it's the same thing again with your health. A lot of times we aren't feeling good, we're not feeling happy, and we rely on food to make us happy, or oftentimes, like I said, we rely on an unhealthy habit to fill that need or that feeling or that disappointment or the bad day, instead of really taking ownership of that, right? And making us happy ourselves, and not having that codependent relationship that either with your man, your partner, or food, or whatnot, or your health. So another great aspect to look at. And those are all things, guys, I really dig deep into that. And that's the type of work we do in Mastering Emotional Intelligence for Health, right? We look at these tools in terms of really what you need to do in your life to really integrate these healthy habits and work on the mindset to get through all of this. But I wanted to let you guys know that starting February 1st, I'm going to have an amazing free live experience. I'm going to do it here on my personal Facebook page, but if you join my Facebook group, the Health and Mindset Collective. I just changed the name of my group, so I had to think about it. Or if you join my email list, I'm going to give you guys a special bonus. So also as part of this live experience, is going to be some information through those channels also. So I will post the links in the comments below, but make sure to watch. I am still working out all the details, so I'm really excited to reveal more about this later this week. And it's going to start February 1st. It's going to be a 3-day thing. And I'm going to work all of that out. So make sure that you check it out. We're going to talk all about creating the experience for your health. Okay. So just to wrap this up for tonight, I want you to remember these 3 things when it comes to your romantic relationships and your health. Number 1, communications, listen more. Number 2, stop controlling and obsessing. And number 3, create the experience. Really focus on the experience and make sure to join us for the live experience February 1st. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye for now.